most famous physical therapist on the internet.
Hi there, folks. I'm Bob Schrupp, physical therapist.
Brad Heineck, physical therapist.
Together we are the most famous physical therapists on the internet.
In our opinion, of course, Bob.
We say that so serious, Brad. Today we're going to talk about back pain. It's not just your spine, it's your spine and hips.
Ooh.
We're saying this as a generality, but it's often true.
Yeah.
So, by the way, if you're new to our channel, please take a second to subscribe to us. We provide videos on how to stay healthy, fit, pain-free, and we upload every day. Also, go to bobandbrad.com, go to the giveaways section. Always giving something away. This week, we're giving away some books, believe it or not. You can go to Lotus Publishing. We
need a speech
I can't
therapist.
say it.
Go there and get some books. They have a whole bunch of them.
Yeah, you'll be able to choose which ones you want. I can't talk today. So that's the giveaway. Go to Facebook. It'll also be pinned to the top of the page. Publishing. There we go.
There you go.
You can also go to Instagram, Twitter, or TikTok if you want a 60-second version of our program.
As well as a podcast, Bob. We're out there.
I like this book, by the way, The Anatomy of Stretching. It shows which muscles you're stretching.
Bob, I'm doing a whole video
on
it. Just leave it alone.
Sorry.
You're taking my thunder.
All right. So this video is for everybody, but it's also specifically for my nephew. He had hurt his back. He's a really good baseball player, plays at the college level, which you know that takes a lot nowadays. And he said he is a tight person, and when you're a baseball player, you really want to have a lot of mobility.
Yeah,
in your hips.
physically tight, not financially.
Yeah,
well,
right.
Maybe he's a tight one too, but anyways, yeah, he's got tight muscles.
So I think we can say his name, Dan.
Well,
Hi, Dan.
I can say it, Dan.
Okay, so if you are lacking, if like your glutes and your hamstrings are tight, the posterior chain here, if you bend forward and you don't have the motion coming from here, it's going to come from your back, and you're going to round out.
Right.
Like if you're lifting, or even let's say you're getting in position playing the infield,
Right.
your back's going to round out if you don't have the mobility in the hips.
Yep. Hips and those hamstrings, they're all part of it.
You want to be able to go down and, keep the back straight.
Yeah.
You know the hips are down.
Yeah. Round out once.
Yeah.
See,
Oh,
like that. Now, this is a little model we use a lot. Now go the way you want, that good athletic position.
Yeah.
Can you even arch a little more, Bob? You had it nice before. Forget it.
I'm arched pretty good.
It was better before, I'm just saying.
Yeah. You don't have too much arch either. So the other thing is, if your hip flexors are tight, you can simulate this by actually standing and grabbing your skin right here. Then when you stand up, you're going to overarch. And this is bad for somebody who has spinal stenosis or spondylosis like Brad.
Yeah.
So you want to make sure your hip flexors are loose anyway. And you're going to want it for baseball anyway, because you're reaching for the...
Yep, you're sprinting, you're doing all those athletic...
All right, so I'm going to show the first one. Now, Dan said that he does have access to these bands.
Oh, good.
So we got our Bob and Brad band here. And this is a band I thought I would never use, this green one.
Yeah.
Show the other ones, Brad.
Yeah. See, that one is like major, heavily duty.
Yeah.
Only people like me can use that for lifting and resistance. But no, these are the ones that are very often commonly used. But that one is not.
This is a great one for mobilizations, though. And
Sure.
I actually, Brad, it's not even way too much. It actually could be a little bit more.
Oh, really?
Believe it or not. So what you're going to do is the hip you want to stretch. You're going to put the band way up in the groin because you want to. It's going to try to actually pull the socket out of the. We should probably the spine. Of course, you have a big mess there, don't you?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Just keep
I'll
talking,
start showing
Bob.
it. Yeah. So I also use a pad. So you start with the knee directly under the hip, and then what you're going to do is you're going to let the knee drift to the point where it's underneath the belly button, right about there. And what you're trying to do is relax this part right here, the side of the hip, and you're trying to actually make it feel like you're trying to push the ball of the hip joint right out of the socket.
I'm back.
Yeah, so Brad can show that.
Yeah, can you zoom in on that, Liz? So we're going to try and distract or sublux a little.
Distracting, and then I'm also going like this, Brad.
Yep.
So you're really stretching.
Right there.
Yeah, there's a substance, a tough material around the hip that holds it in.
Yep.
It's called the capsule.
Sure.
And it's really hard to stretch that, and that's what we're doing with this. So I even go out further, and then I I put the knee again under the belly button. I'm stretching the hip, and not I actually, as Kelly Starrett likes to say, you noodle around.
Noodle.
Yeah, noodle
Whoa.
around. So you're moving around like this, and then I go. I'm going to show you from this angle just so you can see. I bend down like this and really get a lot of hip flexion while I'm getting the pull on there.
Yeah, so right here, it's a maximum flexion.
Yep. And then in this position, you're also going to work on internal rotation and here's external rotation. And I'm working on internal rotation. And I can even take my other foot and push it out there and even do a contract relax. Like, so I can push this way and relax, tighten up, relax, and even leave it out there. It's just a great way. This is the one that's done the most for me by far.
Sure.
I mean, I could not bend even to 45 degrees, and now I'm getting below low level. So,
I gotta try this one sometime. I gotta fit it into my schedule.
well, it's if you have time, I would do this one.
Sure.
That's the one I would emphasize.
Yep.
And obviously you have to do both sides. So, all right, next one. I'm going to do this one. This is a hip extensor stretch, but you're also stretching the front leg into external rotation. So, I should use my pad.
Yeah, absolutely. Old Pete's choice.
So now I'm stretching this hip here. I'm sure you've done this one, Dan. But what's nice about this one is if you can grab the ankle like this and move it into external rotation. I'll go this way.
Yeah. This is getting to be a little bit of a pretzel move, but it's not that hard once you kind of...
No, it's not at all. But old man of 60 can do this. You can do it. So I'm turning this out into external rotation.
And so are you pushing with your elbow this way?
I'm pushing the elbow this way. And I'm feeling it in the groin, Brad, and I'm feeling it here.
So where you position this foot makes a big difference,
you can put it way out, and you're just going to stretch it.
Wow, Bob.
Really give her a good stretch.
How old is Dan?
Dan he's like, I don't even know if he's beyond 19 yet. He's maybe 20.
Really?
Yeah.
Does he have a girlfriend?
Sorry, Dan. I don't know if Dan has a girlfriend. I don't know.
I was just wondering. Because we could have some advice for that, too.
Yeah, we could give him some advice for that. So, all right. Next one, Brad. This one's a little, I've been doing it on the end of my bed. It works out really good. And I hope this is going to be a little high, but it works out good. You can do it against the wall, too. Sure. You did this the other day, didn't you?
I do a lot of things. I'm not sure which one you're talking about.
Okay, let's go way up to the wall.
Yep.
And then you can put the legs like this.
Yeah.
Yep.
I did that on the wall.
Yeah, and this is a great stretch. Just to, his back is protected.
Yep.
But he can stretch the hip adductors.
And if you move your feet
out further,
it makes significant. Yeah, listen to that guy groan.
Yep, and what's nice about the bed, you can get close to it real easy.
So yeah, I did it on the wall, and I liked it there too. So Dan, you can try whatever works best.
Yeah, I just like this because it's really hard to get close to the wall. I thought this was easier like this.
Sure.
So
your hips are tight.
they are tight.
Mine go the other direction.
Yeah,
so we got opposite hips.
Now he likes to study by just being on the edge of the bed like this, Brad. And while you're doing this, this is a great time to stretch again. So just go ahead and
spread your knees out.
Spread your knees out and just sit here for 15 minutes.
And you got a nice arch in your back, which is going to be good for that low back.
But this is a great one to, and again, you can put your feet out like this and go more of like a frog.
Yeah.
And boy, I feel it.
Yeah, I have a feeling he's going to be a gymnast by the time he gets done with this.
That's right.
Besides baseball.
Maybe he's dating a gymnast.
I wonder what her name is.
I don't know.
Let's get on.
All right, next one. I was just going to have you take a lacrosse ball, and I don't know, there might be some tight tissues in here that are going over the sciatic nerve.
Yep.
And maybe that's giving you a little residual pain from that herniated disc. So, in other words, I know you've kind of got a pinched nerve up in your back, but as the nerve comes down, the sciatic nerve, as it comes down through the buttock, sometimes it gets a little pinched there too because some of the muscles might be tight.
So it may come right just about where that is from down the leg. So you got to get those muscles.
Right.
And that feels good.
So, yeah, if you just take a lacrosse ball and you can be sitting, you got to sit on somewhat of a hard surface. You got to sit like on a chair.
Yeah, bed will not work. Yeah.
But you can just roll around on it or even put pressure on it, hold it for a couple of seconds, then move to another spot.
Yeah.
Right around, I'd avoid the sit bone, but you could go around the sit bone.
Yeah.
And
I'm thinking you should get him a massage gun for Christmas or something.
I could do that.
And
Sure.
he could do this. A good uncle would probably really.
I'll have him try this. If this helps, I will
Alright.
send him a massage gun. Are you happy now, Brad?
He said it, Dan.
Yeah, I said
I'm
it.
looking out for you.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Now, those are the things I want you to work on as far as mobility of your hips.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to show you a few things, Dan, that I want you to try with your back pain. You still having some going down the leg a little bit.
Little sciatica symptoms.
Yeah, the first thing we're going to try, and this is one you will not do, Dan, if it makes it worse. I mean, I can't emphasize that enough. If this makes your pain worse, you're going to stop immediately. But what I'm going to have you do is lie flat on your back, and I'm just going to have you pull one leg up, probably the painful leg, you know, and see, I want you to do kind of repetitions, pressure on, pressure off, and see if that reduces the pain or makes the pain worse. If it makes the pain worse, stop it. Don't do it again.
Right.
Now, if this makes it actually better, you might even try bringing the one up and then even the second one up.
Sure.
Pressure on, pressure off. This is the exact opposite of what I told you initially, and there's a reason for that. We're thinking there might be a little scar tissue in there. We're trying to break the scar tissue up.
This is all part of the progress with the McKenzie system.
Yes,
so
exactly.
if that makes it feel better, that's a really good sign that things are healing up properly.
All right, next one is called flossing. And this is one you do maybe once a day or twice a day. Very careful with this one too, because it can make things worse. It can make it better, but if it makes it, it can also make it worse. If it makes it worse, you're not going to do it again. You just forget it. So flossing, you take the painful leg, I think it's the right leg, and you're going to bend the foot up, bend the foot toe toward you, and at the same time, you're going to bring the head back. So you go, everything goes back like this. Yep, there you go, Brad. Thank you very much.
You don't have to do it on a ball. That's the only thing I had to sit on.
And then when you go down, you bring the head down and the foot down. So it's really coordinated. You got to bring the foot up, head up, foot down, head down.
And curl the toes down.
Curl the toes down, yep.
Is he as tall as you?
He's actually, he was fairly short, but he's over 6 feet now.
Because I'm just saying, because it's nice to have a tall
you have
chair.
to have a high surface.
A high surface.
Yeah.
I wasn't
So
making
10 times, you're flossing the nerves. And again, if there's some scar tissue in there, it's going to help that.
Loosen it up, yeah.
All right, the final one is a rotational stretch you're going to try. So again, any pain, you're going to stop. It really helps to have a mat or a bench where you can hold on to. Again, you're going to go to the painful side. You're going to bring one leg up, the other leg up. You actually like to do this a little bit, don't you, Brad?
Yeah, if
Shift
you're going to
your
go,
hips.
Yep, if you're going to go to the right, shift the hips to the left a couple inches.
Yep. Shift my hips to the left. Bring the one leg up. Bring the other leg up, and then you're gonna you might mess around with how much you bring it up, because it might make a difference. Like if you go like this and it hurts, try bending it a little more, or try bending it a little bit less. But you're just gonna bring it over to the side for a couple of seconds, and then bring it back again.
Now this one I've had with myself and many patients. When it works, it feels good when you're going that direction.
Yeah.
It's not one of those things that irritates it again. If this one starts to feel weird, irritate down the leg, red flag and stop.
Yeah, good test for it actually, Dan, is to actually check your straight leg raise before you do it.
Sure.
And then do it and come back and check your straight leg raise again and see if it's better.
If it goes up higher and straighter.
Higher and less pain.
So is he going to school to be a physical therapist?
No, he's going to school to be an engineer.
He might change after this. Well, sometimes
he's a smart kid.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah,
what kind of engineer?
I'm not sure what kind of engineer.
I wonder if he knows yet. Sometimes you don't know right away.
Right. His mom was real smart. She was a salutatorian. How do you say that?
Oh, salutatorian?
Salutatorian, yeah. That's the second one. The valedictorian was the top one. She was
were you valedictorian?
I was ninth in my class.
Oh, you were?
Yeah.
Oh, better than
I was
10th.
the only one in my class that didn't make National Honor Society. I'm like, I think I was too much of a rebel.
Did you celebrate that or something?
I kind of did. I was like, top 20 people made,
Honor
National Honor Society. And I'm like, I'm looking down and I go, I'm the only one that didn't make it. So
And here he is today.
Here I am
The
today.
most famous physical therapist on the internet. So
Darn
you
right.
better believe it. I
All
hope
right,
Dan has
thanks.
a good luck with this.
Yeah,
and,
good luck, Dan.
Yeah,
Give me a call if you
have
have
a
any
good
questions.
season.
Yep.